40% of college students are dropouts. Here are some of the highest paying jobs you can get without a degree. Most of these jobs are entry-level jobs. You can make up to $55,000 a year while your friends are spending money on their college tuition. Today's sponsors are the links in the description. Divvy is a credit card that allows you to spend for your business with employee cards with no fees in enforceable budgets as well. A to B allows your business to track and budget weekly spending through your A to B dashboard. Sign up for these cards today. Let's get back into the video. I did a poll and here's some information that I found out. This information is from my Instagram, my YouTube, and from Facebook. On Facebook, we had 10 yeses and 10 no's. And on Instagram, we had 14 yeses, 4 no's. And on YouTube, 9 yeses and 8 no's. Overall, we had 60% of the people saying they did get a college degree and 40% saying that they didn't. All I ask for this content is that you like and subscribe, hit that notification button right now, and turn that like button blue or wherever it's at. The number one job on this list that you can get without a degree is a delivery driver. Delivery driver usually makes between $46,000 plus dollars, possibly even more, depending on what type of vehicle you're doing, what you're moving, and how your work ethic is and what company you sign up for. This is a job that a lot of businesses, local businesses need when they're delivering products, equipment, you're renting equipment, anything like that, that they need to get done. First thing you're going to do is look on to somewhere. I'll look on Monster, Indeed, look at Facebook jobs as well, which is pretty good as well. And go to those 3 places and look for different stuff. Type in delivery driver and maybe no CDL required. This would be a good way to do. You can do this specifically as soon as you get out of high school, or if you still later in your career and you don't have a degree, this is something you can do. You don't need a degree for. Biggest thing, just being punctual, being honest, and then just driving safe, really not rushing. Why should you think about getting this job? First thing, I would say it's an easy job to find. There are hundreds of companies probably in your same area who are looking for someone to do delivery driving jobs for them. Not just your big giants like Amazon, FedEx, all these other people. There's also a lot of local businesses that need stuff to be delivered. If you made it this far in the video already, comment down delivery drivers if there's something you're thinking of. Give me your thoughts of what you think about delivery drivers. Yes, no, if you thought about Amazon or any of those ways right here of not having a degree and then being a delivery driver. Number 2, at-home customer service representative. You can make over $36,000 plus a year, or from $15 to up to $20, $25 an hour. As a customer service rep, you're gonna really help people by giving them information, helping them create quotes, helping them update their information or update their services, or help them get stuff out of the business that need to get done that a human are more likely to be able to do. Some additional strengths you may have that will really work for you is if you multilingual, if you speak multiple different languages, Spanish, English, and other different languages like that, French, all these different languages, Portuguese. You're likely to get more jobs, more opportunity, because you can work with more in a different plethora of people as well. Number 3, industrial mechanic. How much can you make? You can make upwards to $50,000 a year being an industrial mechanic. You have different hourly rates. A lot of stuff gonna come with your overtime you're gonna get, because a lot of these positions have built-in overtime. You might do an extra 10, 15 hours of overtime. You might have a base pay of $20 something, some like $25. You make some pretty good money, make upward of $70. You might have to do a little bit of training, but a lot of these places might give you on the job training as well. You're basically a tradesperson, very handy, who installs, repairs, assembles different manufacturing equipment or vehicles, depending if you want to go that route too as well. So this could be something on the lines for big computers. This can be big industrial equipment like press, different cutters, a lot of different things on that part that you can possibly do, working inside of just a car factory, working inside a textile mill, anything you think that's a factory that builds something, you could be working on this right here. You might have some welding that you might be doing, really following instructions and just really just getting stuff together and putting it together and working and figuring things out. This job also is going to require you to be very handy. So if you're not handy, don't choose this job. Number 4, real estate agent. I love this. How much money can you make out of real estate? It really depends. The average is around $49,000, $50,000, but this depends on how good you are and personable you are, how many connections you have, how willing you go out to work. Because different ways you can go. There's 2 different tracks for the most part. You can do both these tracks at the same time. You can sell homes, or you can be a buyer's agent on that part. That's one, kind of just the selling and purchasing of homes. And then you have the leasing side too, where it could be if you're leasing properties, or you can make some type of commission off of each lease that is done to the property. You make some good money. You could be, your first year you might make $20,000, next year you can make $100,000. Just depending on how hard you work and how you build your connections out and grow your network. How do you become a real estate agent? Being at least 18 or 19, depending on your state. Have a legal U.S. residency or citizenship. Complete your state's pre-license educational requirement. Why you should choose this job? If you are pretty personable and you're good at staying organized and working on stuff and love dealing with homes, this is perfect for you. Number 5, a sheet metal worker. How much can you make? You can make upwards to $50,000 starting out with really not that much experience, just being handy and really learning the job stuff on the job. And with no degree. What is this job? You work on installing HVAC duct, metal roofing, gutter and siding, creating metal sheet. Sheet metal workers can also work in factories and shops as well. So you're thinking, how do you get this job? Generally, if you're going to be employed through construction, you will learn this through apprenticeship. You're working underneath someone else, and then you can go ahead and branch out once you build the skills after them and training and learning underneath them. I recommend finding one of these job types that you like and then calling someone up and asking if you can apprenticeship with you, where you work for a small amount of money to start off with during your training period and learn a lot of stuff they know, and then hopefully be able to work for them and do the same thing, make quite a bit good of money. So I recommend going on there, going to Indeed, or finding a if you're going to more advanced route, finding a school that's near you, and most times they'll help you get into these jobs right here. Let's say you can do this without a degree, you don't have to go through the 4 years of college. You can be literally out of this stuff in 4 to 6 months, and you can start making money while your friends are still in school, not making as much money as you are. Why you should apply to this job. This is one of the most essential jobs in the US right now, and it is growing. This will keep you employed and keep you making more money. If you like this job and you're handy and you want to do something like this, comment down metal worker right now, so I know you make this part of the video, and so I can see which one job we should work on talking about going more in depth into, because there's also ways you can make money and build a business after you build your experience with this one. Number 6, a plumber. How much do plumbers make? As a plumber, you can come as an entry-level plumber after your apprenticeship and make almost $55,000 to $60,000 a year working with a company. And if you choose to in the future, you make a lot more working by yourself. What is a plumber? Plumbers are in charge of installing, assembling, and repairing and inspect different pipes as they run through your house for your sewage, water lines, to make sure all the buildings fixtures operate properly. They also work on fixing, replacing these parts, and building out their system as well, so that you can have a good water system and you don't have to worry about having plumbing issues and stuff in the futures. Good plumbers go through and inspect and do all these things as you go when you buy houses, or also when there's an issue. How to get this job? What you can do is go to Indeed or Monster. I'm not sponsored by them, but you can go through them, and then you can find a 1-year apprenticeship and start learning how to be a plumber. You'll gain experience assisting with a professional licensed plumber before you move into a full position. There are currently almost 500,000 plumbers in the United States. This is an essential job that will always be needed. As long as we have toilets, pipes, and we have plumbing issues, there will still always be plumbers. So go ahead and join in. You're going to be a plumber. My dad is a personal plumber. He makes tons of money. Makes close to almost $100,000 a year. So if you want to do this right here, something you can do on your own too as well. You make grow a big service business I can help you with and show you how you can grow that too as well. So if you like that right there, if you want to learn more about that, put down I want to start a plumbing business down below. Number 7, solar panel installer. How much can you make as a solar panel installer? This position is around $45,000 that you can make right here. And you can do this with very limited experience as well. What is the job? The job is going to be installing solar panels even on roofs or on different stations as well, like on buildings. It's very complex, but this is a great opportunity for those who are work kind of handy and like being outside. Your biggest thing is going to be assembling the rack system before you lay down the solar panels onto the roof. And this would be firstly making sure that the roof is properly sealed and make sure that everything's on there, so you can just put the solar panels on there and then connect the grid together. How do you get this job? Solar panel installers use a high school diploma or some type of GED to get this job. You can take courses at your local community college or go to a trade school to learn more about how to install solar panels. Go to your regular job hiring sites such as Indeed, Monster, Facebook Jobs, any of those places right there to find these applications where you can join. And some of these jobs will actually have some type of course on there where they'll give you the online training when you join on to help out. By the end of 2020, there are over 16 million homes with solar panels installed on them. Make sure you check that out. And if you want to do this, put solar panel down below just so I know, so I can see what type of video I can go more in depth into and see how you can turn that from a job into a business later on. Here's the video that YouTube recommends. Here's my other video, which is my most recent video. And also hit that subscribe button. Hit it right here. Let's get it.